Dansez, ouais. Fetch-len, baila, baila, baila. Aha! Here we go. Shake. Juggling, fetch, ouais. Aha! Kanma.
Anadio, okay, that's when you're about. Anadio, okay, that's when you're about.
Aha!
Kenani Tony Swabek and you're not compo.
Boka!
Kenani Tony Swabek and you're not compo. Anadio, okay, that's when you're about. Anadio, okay, that's when you're about. Kenani Tony Swabek and you're not compo.
Boka, ouais.
Kenani Tony Swabek and you're not compo.
Here we go!
Anadio. Anadio. You can't carry that when you're about. God said we break carry that when you're about.
It's our 7th year, and this year is quite pivotal because we are expanding our African American cinema content throughout the year. Beyond February, in which we historically, yes! February, we're of course honoring Black History Month with fabulous icons, and then in June and August we'll be having programming to celebrate Juneteenth and Black Futures Month. So please keep our eyes posted for more announcements. And we might have some special additional announcements throughout the year. So yes, so please keep your eyes out for that. If you haven't already gotten one of these brochures, please do pick one up. It has all of the month's programming information. In addition to tonight's film, we have a screening of Anita to celebrate Anita Hill, and we'll be having a post-screening panel discussion talking about the Me Too movement tomorrow at 4 p.m. with Representative Della Bellotti, Director of U.S. Equal Opportunity Commission Glory Saure, City Council Member Kimberly Pine, Daphne Barbie Wooten, and Tadia Rice from our Film Festival Committee, so please do join us tomorrow. We also have the documentary Boom for Real, celebrating the late teenage years of Basquiat. And we will also have a screening of Mudbound, a theatrical exhibition of Mudbound. And it was the first film where a female cinematographer was nominated for an Oscars. So you get to appreciate the film on the big screen, which we hope you come out for. It's also important to note that all of the films in this year's lineup are directed by women. So we're really proud of that. Lastly, next week, Saturday, in partnership with the Merwin Conservancy, we're hosting the U.S. Poet Laureate Tracy K. Smith. She will be on the stage doing a poetry reading, and we really hope that you can join us again next week, Saturday. I also want to bring attention to the fact that there have been many exciting programs beyond the museum celebrating African American content and storytelling. Just to name a few, the Popolo Project has been doing amazing talks and events throughout this month and beyond. Yes! So we really encourage you to go and support these events. We have Sisters Empowering Hawaii. We have a lot of events at UH Manoa. The Links Foundation holds many events, and we really just to name a few. So we just want to encourage people to continually support all of the events that are happening in Honolulu that are raising African American voices here locally. And this evening in particular would not have been possible without a key individual, Diane Washington Kay. Diane, thank you so much for coordinating all of the special elements of this evening. It really would not have been possible without you, and just thank you so much for everything you gave to this night. I'd also like to give a shout out to Demarek, the band who performed amazing music. And Kimberly Franklin Keys for doing the painting in our lobby of Andre. That was made specifically for tonight. And everyone who donated their time and resources to add all of the various elements for this evening. Really, thank you so much. And now I would like to welcome Sharon Yarbrough, who is a member of our committee, to speak, to say a few words, and to introduce Diane, who will then introduce the film.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. You look fabulous, really. And we need to think the Honolulu Museum of Art, number one, for making this our 7th year. Thank you. And we could not do this without Taylor Chang and her committee, Minette Ferreira, Sarah Chang, and Alex. They have been just absolutely wonderful. And there is no I in team. They work with us. They make us feel the film festival as if we're the only one. And how many films do you do per month, I should say? But thank you so much for making us feel so special. We appreciate it. Really, we do. Thank you. Again, welcome to the Honolulu African American Film Festival. And tonight I would like to share Black history, a little known facts before the film starts. And Alexander Miles was the man who invented the elevator. So if you were able to take the elevator down to the Doris Duke Theater, you think a Black man invented the elevator. Alexander Miles. Oh yeah, come on now. And when you have a chance to get on that phone and text and take pictures and tell your friends what an amazing event they missed tonight, Henry Sampson invented the cellular phone, a Black inventor. So these are just, yeah, absolutely. Fashion has typically been a world of mystery, intrigue, and beauty. No matter what part we play in the fashion, this industry has produced many superstars, from designers and photographers, hair and makeup, and of course, models. Fashion is a language that not everyone understands. Although we all speak fluently, when fashion films are created, let us clear that this art form and all those involved are significant in documenting not only our history, but also the direction of our future. And it's with great pleasure that I would like to introduce my dear friend of many, many, many years. We worked together in Paris together, and it was an honor when the committee came together. And I just love working with our committee. We've been together for 7 years, and we come together and we put this fabulous event on. And I said, I know the perfect person who can introduce the gospel according to Andre, who is iconic. So please help me welcome Diane Washington Kay. She's an international model, beauty consultant, licensed esthetician, Diane Washington. Merci beaucoup, mademoiselle.
Merci, chérie.
Article.
Good evening, everyone. How wonderful to see you all here tonight. I know it was asking a lot to shake out the suits, pull out the dresses, steam them, but you know, living in Hawaii where everything is so easy, it's nice sometimes to have to go that special effort and get a little bit glammed up. So I appreciate your efforts. I thank all of you. You look fabulous. Hope you enjoyed the photo booth. You can pick them up after. And one of the most wonderful things I can do tonight is share a little bit about Andre. I had written all these speeches. I started 10 times. I left my notes at home. So I'm going to speak from the heart. I met Andre when I was 19 years old in New York City. I had my first glamour cover, and I was going to an audition at Women's Wear Daily where he was just starting. And he saw me in the hallway and he went, "Oh, darling, you're on that cover. You're the new girl in town." I was, "Yes, who are you?" And he says, "I'm Andre Leon Talley." And he was gone as quickly as he said his name. I didn't see him again for many years. And then I met him in Paris in the studio of Hubert de Givenchy. And that is where we bonded. He has something very special about him that's international. He's accepted in every realm. He's worked as editor-in-chief for New York Vogue. He started at the Met as a curator under Diane Veringland. He has accomplished in fashion more than any other black man has ever. He's iconic in many countries, speaks several languages. What I admire about him most are his humble beginnings. We have a few things in common. Church. Where did he learn fashion? The Sunday best. The women who go to church are fabulous. We had a church in our family, Woodline Union Missionary Baptist Church, and every Sunday we had to dress. So our commonality in fashion started from humble beginnings. And I think when you watch the film, one of the things that he's going to say that is going to resonate with all of us is that elegance is an individual choice. It doesn't have to be every day, but it sure is nice once in a while when I look out and see everybody just shining and glowing. And that is our best self. And it's okay to present that sometimes. It's okay to present it all the time. One of Andre's bonds in working in Europe is you saw many of the articles out there he wrote. And his word is gospel in art, literature, and definitely fashion. So when Andre says, that's a go, believe me, it's a hit. So when he called Givenchy's all-black cabine, which was the first ever in history of Paris fashion, and it has never been duplicated. He said those were the hottest models that hit Europe in many a year. We were booked for every single designer, every couture house. We were on the cover of every women's wear. Numerous pictures in Vogue, all magazines, because of Andre. He catapulted our career into a stratosphere I never thought possible for a black model. And we haven't gone very far. In fact, we've regressed. Fashion now, if you have one model of color, we're yay. When you watch this film, Beth Ann Hardison, who is one of the top managers in New York now, started out as a model with me in Paris. We worked a lot in Japan and with Japanese designers. But she never had the success in New York that she had in Europe, as did Josephine Baker and many other talented black artists who had to go there to become accomplished. So it hasn't changed very much. The doors haven't opened, and Andre is a legend in the sense he pioneers still for designers, for models, for the diversity in all magazines, in all newspapers, in all forms of fashion. And it's still a fight, and it's still a struggle. And I'm very happy to have had the success I did, and I want that opportunity open again for models of color. So when you watch this film tonight, one thing to know about Andre Leon Talley is his impeccable manners, his debonair style. He is a class act. And I hope when you watch this film and embrace a little bit about fashion and delve a little bit into the hectic world of haute couture and pret-a-porter, Vogue magazine, he's one of the few writers who was hired internationally for Numero Uno Russia, which is a top magazine like Vogue is for us. And he was on quite a paid contract for that job. And his worth is more than I can say in words. His friendship is dearer than I can express. And I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to introduce this film and to have worked with him for so many wonderful years. I hope you all have a great fashion night and you enjoyed the Vogue and Pose that was strictly for Andre. And you can pick your pictures up after. And again, thank you for indulging me in this fashion night. Aloha.